Hello! I don't know if somebody's there, but anyway. Now I got myself some time to stream here, and I would like to continue with L.A Noire because I haven't done this game since last year even. It's been a while. If I'm not mistaken, last time I streamed this, I got demoted because, well, I say I. By I mean Phelps, the protagonist, got demoted because he was found Yep, it's me. So, yeah, Phelps got caught having an affair with a German whore, as they call her. That singer from the jazz club. Anyway, I'll continue from the first case of the arson desk, the gas man. How are you doing, anti-hero? Yeah, before playing something new, I really want to rub basically my current streams. I'm doing this on Wario Land, so I would rather finish them both before starting something new. Besides, I'm not really far from the end of this game, so... Oops. Your stomach is meh. As in making noises and shit? I know that feel anyway. I felt that recently.
Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
Must have felt pretty good, actually.
Board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good
I see you feel like shit. Okay, got it.
If you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
That was weird. So yeah, I suppose the big deal about this is not the fact that he got a lover, being married and all that. It's basically that he was with a German, especially in late 40s. Kind of a delicate situation. I can run. Yes, I definitely can. No, I didn't mean to get in here.
I think we bust in there and find the goddamn thing.
And I'm not gonna drive. I'm gonna make my partner drive at all times from now on.
You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
I guess the order doesn't matter. You have to find clues on both before moving on.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
So another asshole as a partner. Just like it happened with Detective Nanchin. Back in Homicide.
There isn't much left.
There is nothing left.
Properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
Didn't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is now that pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
30 cops from the newspaper.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Still have to ask him a couple questions then? Okay.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Oh, I have all the intuition points. He's telling the truth.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
And you want to fire in your house. Wait. Suburban redevelopment. We are gonna deal with this term a lot from now on.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Well, despite the fact he is actually telling the truth, he looks more hesitant than in the previous questions. So that means, well, obviously I have no proof to say he's lying. I'm gonna go for doubts.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Trace the address for the suburban redevelopments, of course.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case.
Yeah, I have to go to the telephone thingy, but I think I still have to find a couple of clues before doing that. By the way, whoever's watching, is everything sounding okay? Hey, Fallen! I know there is something around here that can be picked up. Are you sure there isn't anything here? There has to be. Okay. Junk.
I doubt it. Junk.
That's what it just said. Is that the article I'm mixing? Mixing colors? I'm pretty sure I saw this same book in some other chapter of this game. No. I meant to go the opposite side.
No good to me.
I thought it was a hat. Yeah, that's the problem. I think too hard sometimes. Are you sure there isn't anything here? Or probably I'm mixing it up with the other house I have to visit. Oh, wait. This is what I was looking for.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Hero service by Matthew Ryan.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers. Isn't that the
Okay, that's all what I needed. So now let's go to the telephone. Oh, thank you, Fallen. I feel flattened. I'd rather not to be called a beast, though. Just a sexy person. How are you doing, by the way?
Mister? Just cracked. Phelps, batch 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
He's only a writer, so he can't really help me.
I would really like to try out BioShock. I actually have the 3 games. Well, technically I have 2 of them, but my brother also got his own PS3 and he got BioShock 1. I have 2 and Infinite for myself. So I guess we are leaving now to the other house.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Wait, it was the other car? No, my bad then. No. I mixed them up. Oh, she's playing Infinite, I see.
Have there been any other house
But I mean, I would like to try out the BioShock series in general.
Does that answer your question?
Wait, aren't the BioShock games on Steam?
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Yeah, I have this BioShock games on PS3. The thing is, I'm waiting to have a new computer for me to be able to play them without any lag
Try, Mal.
later this year.
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete now before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. I'll put the insurance.
Holy shit.
Not this acts of God.
Well, he said that the burns are superficial. Yeah. See how superficial they are. Oh, Christ. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, you find this faulty water heater on one of the sites.
Hey, Biggs!
Regulator
Is
valve.
this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detective, this is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere.
Oops.
But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Same guys.
You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Random chase. I don't know where. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game, but I'm getting quickly familiar with the controls.
Stop! LAPD! Got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
So yeah, as I was telling you, actually I plan on getting a new computer in, I don't know, 3 or 4 more months from now. Oh, I actually have to fight now. So yeah, when that happens, I'll be able to play probably the BioShock games on the PC. I'm not really first-person shooter person myself, but if I get to play those games, I would rather use keyboard and mouse.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're not, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
What a phrase, I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
No, I don't want to drive.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go?
I'm doubtful. I don't know where to go first. I think the order will make no difference. I mean, Rainbow Dash rules. Best usernames. So apparently I do have to go to the travel agency first and then to the suburban redevelopment. Again, I'm sure the order doesn't make any difference, but... Dude, I could never get into Dark Souls, like the series in general. I never found it appealing.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company. Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate. Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Wait, I hear. Are you talking about Darkseid Fail? I never actually got this big hate on him. I like the guy. I don't care about the guy. So I have to say, okay, Sawyer. That's one.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
What's the other one? Stephens.
Here they are, Stephens.
Smells like barbecue. Must be the neighbors. Yeah, probably that's the only one bad thing about that guy. He always makes excuses when loses at games. I don't know, make sarcasm out of it and blame the game, or just say that I'm terrible at games in general. But I don't try to justify everything. That's actually kind of a ridiculous thing, to say the least. Yeah, it is L.A Noire. Suburban redevelopment.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Telling the truth.
So they are not a government agency? I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Promotional travel contest. Actually, they mentioned before some privates actually had to do with this, with the funding.
I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Yeah, here's the thing. He gets a lot of hate because he's bad at games, which is not the issue. Because nothing and nobody can force you to actually cast or record videos having to be good at games. So that kind of hate is just pointless. But yeah, I think the hate is because he doesn't even have the capacity to criticize himself if he actually has to. Again, he doesn't even have to. It's style, by the way.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to
So that's why I kind of like the guy. I mean, I don't care.
You consider them lucky? Christ. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family? Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won. Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family. You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now. I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were a Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you? Good man, Cunningham. You're all right. Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
So what now? Now I have to go to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You drive. I need to go.
I mean the place, not the fund itself.
Where are we going? Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
So according to this guide, actually I should have gone to both the travel agency and the Suburban Redevelopment basically before going to the second house that got burned to the ground.
This is supposed to be
That's
the
weird.
registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the Redevelopment Fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
Sure, buddy.
Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Anything worth taking a look at? There is something.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
That's weird. I thought the guy went the other way. Well, it doesn't matter.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
No.
You're behind the wheel.
So where do you want to go?
Wait a minute. I'm pressing the wrong button here.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where
There
to?
it is.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
That's where we are going, actually.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Interesting situation. You wake up in the morning feeling weak. It could be a deficiency of iron. Iron you need for healthy blood.
I guess today I'll be able to do a couple cases. I was planning on to be live for a couple of hours. Assuming it will take me exactly 1 hour per case. So that's one of the reasons why I decided not to drive myself, because that will take twice the time.
Lynch.
Biggs? You two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Okay, this looks simple, but I'm still gonna... It's gonna take me a while to get this one. Was it just these three things? No. Wait, is there anything else?
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Good, your regulator's in position.
So since it's in position, I guess I can... Oh, I didn't mean to remove it. To be honest, I wasn't even quite paying attention to the instructions.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
Now I can do
Pull
this.
the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Yeah, now I'm actually get to remember that this is one of the longest cases in the entire game. Because I have to go to InstaHeat, I have to interview each of the installers. There are like 3, and then actually make a decision in terms of who's the one to blame. So let's see if I have enough time for a second case. It will be actually pretty good if that happens.
We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
keep pressing the wrong button. I press
Improved model. Where we selling these?
triangle instead of X.
That's the one. About a week ago, this guy murdered his wife and dumped the body. But that's the cop who put him away.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Rehab is for quitters.
I don't know, if you could tell me where the office is. I guess I'll find it by myself.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Wait. Where was it?
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
So this isn't the door then?
Those who can count and those who can't.
Oh, it says manager. Okay, it's right here.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across
Later, Fullen.
The diaphragm regulates flow.
Glad to have you around.
It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Insta-hit Model 70.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're hesitating. Doubts.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Hello, legendary MTL. How are you doing? Heater service history.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Actually, he looks more hesitant than before. So he's probably lying.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Oh, I haven't told him about the explosions yet, so it could be either Ryan or Barley. No, not at all. Actually, I got this game like 2 years ago. I'm playing the PS3 version.
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Alright, let me see.
A dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
The phone was right here, I
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Oh, cool, you followed. No, but I actually got a physical copy of this a couple of years back. So yeah, actually, it has nothing to do with the sale.
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin.
You give the names so fast, the girl cannot catch up.
Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks.
All of the installers are fucking criminals. Wow.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian.
So are we done here?
Standing in a garage makes you a car.
No.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
It's not so bad hurt. Can't see the names, but at least the controller is vibrating.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Anarchists. Lovely. Boom! Just a little of those.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
No, this is the main game.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all? The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Actually, I would like to download all of the DLCs for this.
You know that a mosquito
I have a couple,
takes an
but
hour to burn
not
down
all of them.
Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
I'm down here anyway.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Well, I have to talk to each. So again, the order doesn't really matter.